Inside Wits University Multi-Purpose Sports Hall, we are bringing you Varsity Basketball for 2019. You better believe it, we are Varsity Ballin, baby. And it is a live and electric atmosphere inside the arena here at Wits University. This is Varsity Basketball 2019. And our second matchup, remember, it was a quadruple header we have for you this afternoon. But this matchup right here, the Northwest University taking on the University of Pretoria. We are pretty much good to go. So players are getting ready for introductions. And this is a game that we are pretty much anticipating right now. And an atmosphere that you've really got to love as the NWU, and they are located in the Vaal, take on the University of Pretoria. And you already know I am not rolling alone. I am with Emerentia Ledwaba, and we are going to be calling the game for you this morning.
Yes, indeed. Happy to be here. Looking forward to this matchup. Both teams, as you know, they've won one game each and lost two. So it's going to see who's going to be taking this one. Looking forward to it.
Oh, definitely, Emma. As the teams go through the pre-game introductions, you will take us through the team sheets.
So University of Pretoria, we have Lamini, Hayden Hayes, Mutaung, Oren Lade, who's really leading the team in the points made. Kredes, the captain, Shine.
Yeah, we've got Emmanuel Shine as well, and we've got the coach in your picture.
We've got our former national team coach,
yes.
George McKenna,
right.
Very experienced coach. Looking forward to having him, take lead. Northwest Vaal, we have Mboweni Chirara, who's the captain. He's a very impactful player. Kabongo Beryl, Ranto Miti, and nice matchup. Looking forward to it.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to this matchup. And Zitulelo Nxumalo, Terry Nxumalo, and the interesting thing here, Emma, is that Coach McKenna in his first year with the team, and Coach Nxumalo also in his first year, in fact just a few months with the Northwest University as well. So two first-time coaches, but legends in the game of South African basketball.
True. Rookie coaches, but wealth of knowledge, very experienced, like you said. Nxumalo played in this competition as well, back in the day when it's called Campus Basketball League. Very experienced player on the floor. Coach McKenna comes with a wealth of knowledge, as I've already said. So it's going to be very interesting how they both do.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how everything happens on the floor. And, if we have to talk about the strategies or what we know from history, Coach McKenna, very defensive-minded coach, defensive-oriented coach, and it's going to be interesting to see if Tuks will be able to play to his strategy and his philosophy. Terry Nxumalo loves the fast-paced game, loves the ball to be moved up the floor, is very inclined to scoring in transition as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they match up. So both teams 1 and 2, and it's going to be interesting as we tip off with Tuks, University of Pretoria, winning the opening tip. So Tuks win that opening tip, and on the attack, so two defensive plays for both the teams. Northwest making a stop, and Pretoria also, University of Pretoria also making a stop. Geldenays starting the game with an attacking mind. Still waiting for it from the free throw line, and Gerdes can't make it in the offensive rebound, and that'll be a shot clock violation.
Talking about Gerdes, I mean, I've watched in the past 2 days, and he's the captain of the team, and he seems to be struggling, and I'm hoping to see him show up today. The team needs him because they do need this win.
Well, long three from outside, Dinotenda Chirara. The chase down by Themba Nkuta. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Tuks basketball. Bring the ball up the floor. Themba, the number 4, Voyani Mpolweni, picks up the foul. And fouling the number 5, Lungelo Dlamini, of Tuks. And already Dlamini on the attack, and already you see both the Mpolweni and Dlamini going at each other, having some banter. The 3 from outside, short for Louis Mtaung, down the floor. That'll be look like a travel, falling out of bounds. Sanele Ngomani, and it will be Tuks basketball. So right now, no points on the board. Both teams are pretty much sizing each other up. Gerdes between the trees, fouled on the play. Ball goes out of bounds, and you see Gerdes, that experience, calming down his teammates. He's got to lead as the captain as well. Adrian Geldenhuys from the elbow. So we've seen him attack twice, Emma. That's the third, gets a shot on his third attempt.
Yep, indeed. Tuks eventually draw the first blood.
Well, under 8 minutes just to play. Ngomani on the wing, on the drive, the Euro step, lays it in. Northwest University also on the board now.
Ngomani is a player that I've actually also, the past 2 days, haven't seen much from him. I mean, he plays in the BNL, so he does have, a bit of experience that he comes with. So he needs to help Chirara on the floor, on both ends.
Foul once again. Mpolweni picks it up, and you see that matchup between the number 5, Lungelo Dlamini, and Vuyani Mpolweni. So Mpolweni picks up his second foul, and he heads to the bench early in this game. And Northwest University forced to make an adjustment. Well, another whistle. This time there'll be a stoppage. Zitulele Nxumalo, Charles Menete. So Emma, the coach really needs to keep his emotions in check.
Most definitely, because they're gonna need him throughout the game, and we cannot afford to have a coach being sent off. So he needs to keep his cool and stay calm.
Geldenhuys is all over the floor. Short jumper doesn't go. Northwest University now on the advance. Can't finish on the break. Themba Nkuta. And Tuks now with the advance down the floor. Odunlade, Mutaung in the corner. Long cross-court pass to Gerdes on the drive. Kicks it out. Mutaung, jumper, baseline, 2-point lead. So very slow starting quarter for both teams. Coach Makena is in it. You see the intent on his face. Adrian Geldenhuys in the passing lane with the steal. One-on-one down the floor, reverses it in.
NW really needs to take care of the ball right now. They're turning the ball over unnecessarily, so there was no undue pressure, so they need to take care of the ball.
Just behind the defense, the backdoor pass doesn't go. Nkuta picks it up, can't lay it in with the left hand. Louis Mtaung now leading the break. It's 3-on-2. Ball goes out of bounds. Sanele Ngomani with the deflection. And it will be Tuks basketball. Changes on the floor as well. Themba Nkuta, the number 15 for Northwest University, checks out of the game, and Vuisile Sitwebu checks into the game for Northwest University. Baseline jumper doesn't go. Lungelo Dlamini. It's a scramble for the ball.
The other thing that Northwest needs to do on the defensive end, they need to box out. They're not going to out-jump, the guys from Tuks, because they're very athletic, they're very tall, so you need to put your body on somebody and go for the rebound.
Tuks throw it away. Dlamini with the steal down the floor. And the finish. Six-point lead early. None of the teams have broken a double-digit mark. Ngomani, double team. Foul on the floor. And I'm sure Lewis Mdawung should pick up that foul. And Akimbi Odunlade on the bench getting some medical attention, and we know that he's the leading Tuks in terms of scoring, 15.3 per game. Ngomani.
Ngomani needs to do more than that. He needs to body up on people. You can't fade away inside the post, especially if you want to draw fouls.
Fusmuzi Sikaniso, the number 13 for Northwest University, picks up the foul. Louis Mdawung on the inbounds. Dlamini beats the double team. Geldenes, the fake, the pass to Shine. Easy finish underneath.
I think Shine needs to do this more often. He needs to ask for the ball. He needs to be hungry for it. And I mean, for him, once you get the ball inside, it's easy.
Oh, beautiful play by Sanele Ngomani. The drop step into the baseline and the reverse pivot and finishing over two defenders. And second score for Northwest University. Dlamini can't get to it. Shine is there. Gerdes on the follow. Puts it up short as well. Ngomani with the rebound. Northwest University now on the break. Sitwebu fouled on the play, and it'll be two shots for Vuisile Sitwebu.
Just on that play, I mean, watching Northwest while going down the floor, they are a fast break type of team. They push the ball, they attack you all the time, so they get a lot of their baskets off the fast break. Sitwebu converts, makes his free throw.
Dlamini to Gerdes. Gerdes putting defenders in the air on the fake. Shine on the follow, fouled on the play. Emmanuel Shine at the line, so getting his first taste of minutes. Ngomani, Northwest. Ngomani on the attack. Sitwebu. 10 on the shot clock. Still some time. The three coming from the wing. Doesn't go for Chirara. Tuks now with the rebound. Pull up is short for Brandon Dick. So Tuks have also made some adjustments on the floor. Ball taken away by Dlamini. Called for the foul. Mfusumuzi Sikaniso gets a reprieve as Northwest University retain possession of the ball. Changes on the floor for Northwest University as Vuyani Mpolweni checks back into the game. Chirara takes a break. And,
We also have
more
Mkachwa
adjustments.
coming in.
Mpolweni against the Tuks defense. Tuks now in a 2-3 zone. Dlamini comes away with it. Tuks don't have numbers. The kick outside. Ndawung on the Euro. Lewis Ndawung called for the charge. Wow. Well, one of those instances where you were talking about the turnovers, they did so well to advance the ball up the floor and moving it around, and you know, that miscommunication in the corner, and Northwest Val throw it away, and it'll be Tuks basketball. Ndawung to Shine, can't get it into him. Kept alive by Ngomani. The long lead pass down the floor and the layup for Tapelo Mkachwa. Four-point lead now for the University of Pretoria. Shine, elbow. Gerdes, easy finish down low.
It also looks like Northwest Val, they've changed their defense. They started off in zone, but now they've switched to man to man defense, which I think is good because the shot's been taken from outside by UP.
Beryl Kabongo, baseline. Mpolweni can't hit the baseline jumper. Dlamini. Gerdes, the fake, the drive. Shine gets the loose ball. Hand in the passing lane from Kachwa. It'll be Tuks basketball, and changes right now for the University of Pretoria. Lewis Ndawung will take a break. And checking into the game, Blessing Longe. Ndawung taking a break. 1:22 to still go in this first quarter. So
That's an offensive
defensive
call
in-
on the floor.
what was that, Em?
Offensive foul. A call was made on the floor.
I'm coming to that point that the Tuks' defensive intensity is way up, looking at them picking up that foul.
And look, I mean, as a player, with your first foul, you need to then adjust. You know how the refs are calling it, and if you're being too aggressive, maybe you need to tone down and play to the refs' way of approaching the game.
Dlamini down the floor. Finish over his nemesis, Vuyani Mpolweni. It's an 8-point Tuks lead. So it's a 2-3 zone once again from the University of Pretoria. Dlamini, the reach from behind. You see that defense.
I mean, that's the adjustment I was talking about. That as a player, you need to learn from your first foul. You can't pick up the same fouls all the time. Tone down a little bit because the refs are calling everything right now.
So we've got 43.8 seconds to play in this first quarter. 8-point lead for the University of Pretoria. Sanele Ngomani, 2 of 2 from the field so far. Well, Well, Emma, let's talk about this. 43.8 to play, and Northwest University Val call for power play.
And as you can see, they've ruled it off because there's not enough time to go into the power play. So you need a full 2 minutes. So they have to just delay it.
Well, they'll have to delay that power play, the steal. Bolweni can't get the ball to Ngobani. Ball goes out of bounds, so a wasted opportunity there for Northwest University to cut into this Tuks lead and also get into double-digit scoring. There's a steal by Ngomani. Northwest with numbers. Mkachwa. Well, finally, double-digit scoring. Tapelo Mkachwa with the finish. Brandon Dick in a double team. The trap. Backcourt violation.
I mean, having watched these two teams play over the past 2 days, especially Northwest Val, they're the kind of team that will just stay on your heels. You know, they don't go away. Yes, there's the lead, the margin's kind of like, a lot right now, but they will stay on your heels. They don't go away. And we saw it against UKZN, where they, at the finish line almost, then they took over.
They cannot score 8 points. We press there. Our initial defense is zone. Just for the 8 seconds. We don't know what they're strategizing.
So, Emma, 8 seconds to play in this first quarter.
What I think I heard from the UP coach, Coach McGenna, saying to his players is that press them. So let's see. It looks like they're impressed right now.
Well, they want to make a stop, Emma. Don't want to go into the quarter having conceded a basket. And Emmanuel Shine with the deflection out of bounds. And Shine once again guarding the inbounds pass. Sitwebu, long three. Wow, he hit that from Empire Road. And that shot right there, that three by Vuisile Sitwebu, closing out this first quarter. And it brings a very topsy-turvy first quarter to a conclusion as we get ready for the second quarter. And that's the type of play that you want going into the second quarter to build the confidence of the Northwest University. And scores at the end of the first: NWU 13, UP Tuks 16.